Okay, time to see how the channel is doing. Let's see. 85 viewers. I think I forgot about something concerning that number. $80 subscriber special. I should do something for that. I have an idea. Welcome back everyone in another of my little special materials. My name is Gabriel, welcome everyone back. Welcome everyone who somehow find their way onto this material. I'm an LPer, and because my channel grows in number, it wasn't really that much time from 60 subscriber special, around 2 months, I think, or a month and a half. We reached the next goal, which is 80 subscribers, already 85, when I'm making this material on the 1st of May. As you probably know, as you probably noticed from the title of this material, it's a review. I decided to do something totally different than the usual gameplays or audio blogs. Today we'll be reviewing a gaming pad, out of all things. So it'll be a review of a hardware. This gaming pad is this Gamingpad, Logitech Gamingpad F310. I got it 2 weeks ago for my birthday. It was a gift, and I must say I was never that big of a fan of things like that, accessories to computers, etc. But this one really sold me in. This is actually the first gaming pad I had the quite good opportunity to play with. I had in my hands the gaming pad for Xbox 360, for PlayStation 2, for PlayStation 3, and some of the gaming pads you can find that are attachable to computers, but nothing for as long as I have this thing, especially because this one's mine. So, let's go with the review. First of all, what you see when you look at it, that it's the colors. And more or less that it looks more or less like every other gaming pad you have out there. It has 2 triggers here. It has a D-pad here on the left panel, 4 action keys on the right panel. In front, 2 triggers and 2 buttons. There's also a start button, a back button, a mode button here, and the logo, the Logitech logo here, is also pushable. It has a USB 2 port, and it's more or less plug and play. One last thing is the little slider on the button panel that can change 2 inputs, sort of 2 modes this thing can work in. One being an X input mode and the other being the D input mode. Unfortunately, this thing came to my possession in a very, well, difficult to unwrap thing. I especially kept that. It's a plastic wrap-up, which unfortunately I had to basically destroy to get to the content of this. I don't like when things are packed like this into such a thing, because my mice also came with this basically pathetically looking, especially when you unwrap it, cover, because whatever, just don't need it anymore. Okay. The whole pad came as well with a little CD that has Logitech gaming software on it. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And this ton of paper. This paper is basically manuals in tons of languages that they have as well some schematics, things like that. I won't want to even unwrap it because it will, you know, it's big, it takes a lot of place, and basically it's all the same in different languages. Now coming to the review. The pad is small. It's not really that big. Fits my hand. I think I have a middle-size hand. They really do. It's really good fitting. It has the overall design and the placement of the D-pad suits me fine. It's more like PlayStation 3 instead of Xbox controller. When I was using Xbox controller for the short experience I had with it, the triggers were moved a little bit differently, and I was not able to get a hold of it. The buttons jump with a little bit of force. You don't really need to push them very hard, and the whole plastic that was used to model this is quite nice when you touch it. I have to prize the triggers. They are very sensitive, and that might be useful depending on the game you're using. The triggers are also, front triggers are good, and basically it's a nice piece of design. In a moment we will jump into the software and we'll see, I'll show you what's with all the Xput and Dput situation, and later of course it won't be a good material if we won't try this thing in an actual game. So, hope to see you there. And here we are at the Logitech profiles. This is the program that came with the gaming pad. You have, of course, the Logitech logo here. Profiler. I don't know how they find names for everything like that. English is a very good language when it comes to creating new words and new meanings. We have, of course, in the center a little bit of a schematic for the buttons on the actual pad. Coming from the menu, we have here profiles. This allows you to set profiles to different games. You can also import and export your profiles. You can make new ones. Let me just show you this here. You can name them and also set a very specific execution file that will jump in if you want to play using a specific game. Then when you just start the game, the Logitech profiler will just automatically set the pad to the designed control schematic. Then we have the edits, device. You can select more gaming pads if you have more than just one. You can also go global profile settings, which will basically point you at some new options. There is also help, which is quite good. There is a tutorial to do this, and feedback, so you can tell them what they screwed up. My general opinion of using this is quite clear. It's extremely easy to say which button should do what on one hand, but on the other to adjust it to such a degree that you're very much prepared and adjust it to your preferences. It's quite difficult, and it's a sort of a level of complexity that is needed. Alright, that would be enough for this little thing. Maybe one more last thing. I have profiles at the moment for some of the games I have installed. Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate, Subterracore, all of these are old games and they don't support a profile, a gaming pad. And well, at the moment I'm not using it in my LPs, none of this, and I don't think I will. So in the moment we jump to a game, because it's a gaming pad and you should try your best to actually find, actually try it in a game. I think you will like this game because it's something interesting. This is Warp. Warp is a little game done by a studio called Trapdoor and published, well, fortunately and unfortunately, by Electronic Arts with the program that Electronic Arts run, known as what is the name of that program again? Yes, EA Partners, something like that. The program was shut down a while ago, or will be. There was an information about that. We play here a little guy who is an alien abducted by humans. I'm playing on my controller, so you can quite easily see it here. And there is a set of things in this game. I'll continue the game, so we'll jump to the game somewhere in the middle. I think it's not a long one, few hours of gameplay to 10, I think. I bought it last year, and because this game was not really that difficult to actually find and actually do. This game was actually, it's an action game and a little bit of a puzzler actually. Let's continue the game because I don't want to start a new one. This is the loading screen, which shows us exactly who we are dealing with, who we are playing as. Now, coming to the controller, I can control this guy with the D-pad, as well as I can do it with the left trigger. Right trigger allows me to look around a little bit. And now let me just show you what this guy can do. As you already saw, he can quite clearly whoop here and there. But this is one of two his main weapons. He can warp into objects, and by using the trigger I can explode those objects. This is true for everything with bodies as well. This is his second ability. This is this here was Echo. Oh, there's a bomb there. Echo can allow me to basically warp and transform with different things. I can teleport myself. Now, of course the game uses checkpoints, and unfortunately I'm stuck here with this little guy, because this puzzle here requires me to do some pretty nasty things, and use both of those abilities to move past somewhere here. This was the, let's say this was the presentation. In a second we jump to a more funny part of this game. Here we go with the challenge room. This game has a few challenges that you find during the gameplay of the single player, and those challenges are sort of a big part because the game requires you to do a lot when it comes to learning its mechanics. I'll jump into this and let's see where this will lead. Echo, yes. We have available powers Warp and Echo. There are also humans who want to kill me. And let me see. I can wait a second. Come on! This is funny. Come on, man. Come closer. Oh, he killed me. Let's try again. Because I would I would love to at least show you when it comes to warp how I can kill people. Come on. This is funny like hell. You can also warp in this, destroy it. And maybe...
Get out of there!
What was that all about? The scientists who are doing illegal research on aliens, you know? The whole base is on the bottom of an ocean, you know?
Go down!
Come on, try us. I wonder how this will work. The game is quite funny.
Please don't see.
These things will explode in a moment. Let me just adjust this. I just hope this one won't kill me. No, it didn't, which is cool. But I think I just screwed up there. That will be warp. I'm considering doing some little bit of a LP of this game. Maybe in a later date, but I don't think so. Thank you for watching this part, and now we go to sequence. Sequence was done by a studio called Iridium. It's a nice little game, and the most powerful element of this game is the soundtrack, which might not be everyone's taste, but you can't say that it's not a good one. When it comes to what this game is actually is, it's sort of a time puzzle, music puzzler. I think that's the best way to say. Let's see, what do we have here? You can go settings, which basically tells you exactly that we're using a D-pad, you know, D-pad saying spell ring, voice acting, vibration. Also, this pad doesn't have a vibration, by the way, which from my taste is okay. And basically, let's just jump to the game. We're playing here. I'm at the beginning of this game, by the way. I suck at this. Don't know actually why. There's gear that you can. By the way, this is our main character that you can adjust. There are items you put. There are statistics you do. But what's most important, it's the battles. How they work. At the moment, I'm at the floor number 1 of this. I can play against a golden, holiday wampa, and a derpfish. We'll try fighting this golden because for review purposes it doesn't actually. It's not really good to play against a tough opponent. So let's go with this one. And this is how it basically works. Come on. As you can see, I'm screwing up. This is the defense field. This is the most important one. And at the moment... What the hell? I just screwed up there. Big time. Let's cast Archlight. Let's try. I just screwed up there. Spells barrier would be nice. My life is going down, and I'll probably lose this. At least I was able to. That was more better. Thing is, I have to use the spells to actually attack this guy. Plus there's the timer going down, as you can see. Each time he hits me, my life goes down. And playing that game on the pad is easier, I think, than when I was trying to play it in on the keyboard. I was able to hit him again. And now is the final moment. Will I be able to do it? Yes, I won this little part. Plus, this guy is the easiest of the enemies. I get some rewards and go back to this part. There is a story in this game. Well, basically the story is the main character was captured and has to escape this tower. Well, let me sell. Yeah, these are the towers. These are the floors of the tower. I'm still at the first one, and I don't know when I'll be able to beat this game. That would be for sequence, and I think I gave you a little bit of a show that you can play a game on a pad, on a PC as well as you can on a console. So the pad generally is usable in a lot of games. I played, besides the warp and sequence you were able to see, I tried it with my brother's computer and playing Bioshock on it, which was quite an interesting experience. It's not very expensive, but the most important thing is it's a good piece of hardware for people who more or less enjoy playing games on the pad. So if you have a choice, I suggest at least think about this. I was quite shocked and surprised on how easy it is to get used to this, because I'm an RPG player. I played most of my games over the years on PC with mouse and keyboard, and the pad is a different kind of experience, but don't be fooled, it's not better in any way. At least that's what I think. Okay, that would be enough about the pad. Hope you enjoyed this little presentation. A little bit of an update on what's going on with the channel. I don't like to put this in an update video. So first of all, I'm expecting my new card. I bought a replacement card for my computer, so hopefully this one will work. It comes from an MSI this time. That's one thing. Second, I hope to get it tomorrow. It's the same model, so 80 Mobility Radeon HD 5850. So there will possibly be no significant boost to the power, but I should be playing the games I want. That's a hope I have. Next thing, my Baldur's Gate 2 LP. Thank you everyone who's watching, and I hope to persuade other people to watch it as well with me. I hope to restart other projects as well, especially Mass Effect LP. The Witcher will probably go on hold for a little bit longer. Subterracord Story Mode. Someone pointed out that they would like me to continue, and we'll try to do that too. I'm thinking about I'm redoing at the moment my thoughts about Dragon Age systems. I'm preparing a material, third and final predictions for Dragon Age 3, where in that material I will show exactly what I hope to see in the upcoming game and how I think the development team at BioWare can improve it. This is the final subscriber goal before we reach 100. Next subscriber will be 100 special, and hope to see you there. Check out other materials, feel free to roam the channel and maybe look around here and there. Thank you for your time. As always, have to wrap it up a little bit here. And I wish you, of course, as always, have a nice day. And remember, playing games is a fun thing. Let's keep doing that.